Welcome back to Aislin's Enchanted Path. Tonight we're going to talk about what it really means to live a Wiccan life. Not just practicing magic, not just lighting candles or drawing circles, but living the path every single day. It might surprise some people to hear that Wicca and paganism aren't all about spells and rituals. We've discussed that before. In fact, many of us come to this path seeking magic, only to find that the real magic is in how we live. And that begins with understanding that Wicca is, first and foremost, a religion. Before anything else, it is a spiritual path. Spells and rituals are tools. They come later. But what comes first? Well, that's the mindset, the intention, the way we walk through the world. When you're new to Wicca, it's tempting to dive into crystals and cauldrons and herbs and chants. And while those things can be meaningful, they're not really the foundation. Before you can cast effective spells or call the elements with purpose, you have to understand that the spiritual roots of what you're doing matter. You have to understand the roots themselves. And more than that, you have to live it. Living a Wiccan life means weaving your beliefs into the fabric of your day, not just during Esbats and Sabbats, not just when the moon is full. It's how you speak, how you treat others, how you care for the earth and your own spirit. It means honoring the goddess and the god, not just at your altar, but in your choices, your compassion, your integrity. Wicca is a natural path, one that urges us to live in harmony with nature, not separate from it. But in the modern world of traffic and technology and chaos, that can feel nearly impossible. How do you live naturally in a world that feels so unnatural? You start small. You plant something. You recycle. You take a walk and really see the sky. You learn the moon's rhythm. You talk to the trees. You light a candle and offer your gratitude. And when you can, you choose kindness. Because one of the most sacred tenets in Wicca is the Wiccan Rede. Remember, and it harm none, do as ye will, do whatever you like, but stop hurting people intentionally. The phrase is beautiful, but it's also a challenge. Because let's face it, we all feel anger and jealousy and fear. There are moments when it would be easier to lash out or gossip or seek revenge. But that's when the Rede matters most. It asks us to be mindful of our choices and to recognize that even small actions can create ripples in the greater world. We're not perfect, and we're not even meant to be. You will make mistakes and you will cause harm, even without meaning to. But living a Wiccan life means being aware of that, knowing that you will make a mistake. It's normal, it's human. The awareness is rare. Learn from that mistake, make amends, continue to grow, because this is a living path, a learning path. It's a journey, not a destination. Living a Wiccan life doesn't require grand rituals every day. It requires presence and gratitude and awareness, and above all, connection to spirit, to nature, to each other. So whether you're sweeping your kitchen or feeding your animals or simply breathing through a hard moment, that too can be a part of your magic. And remember that, just like us, the Wiccan Rede itself is not perfect. There are situations where causing harm is inevitable, where you cannot get out of it without someone getting hurt. Again, that's human nature. That's not a failure of the Wiccan Rede, and it's not a failure of us, it's just the nature of reality. Sometimes people are going to get hurt. And in those situations, acknowledge the hurt, make amends if possible or at all recommended, sometimes it's not, and move on. The Wiccan Rede is a goal, an aspiration. It's not meant to make us feel guilt, make us feel sad. It's meant to be a guide, a signpost. And you try to go where that signpost points, and If you take a little wander through the woods now and then, that's all right. We all do it. We've all been in those woods. We've hurt others, we've hurt ourselves. That doesn't make us bad people. It makes us human. It's very much intention that matters. Yes, impact. So if you accidentally hurt someone, you absolutely owe them an apology, even if you did not intend hurt. We have all done that, and we have all owed someone an apology, and we have all not issued that apology when we should have. So issue the apology, forgive yourself, and move on. Even if the person doesn't accept your apology, that's all right. That's their prerogative. They do not have to accept your apology. But offering it is about your awareness, not theirs. So offer the apology, forgive yourself, move on. Make amends if you can. You can't always. But again, intention does matter, at least a little. I'm not negating the impact. The impact matters. But your intention determines whether or not you should feel guilty about it. Maybe you shouldn't feel guilty at all because you didn't intend the harm. But even if you didn't intend the harm, you still owe the apology, and you still owe learning from the experience. You don't necessarily have to feel guilt, but accountability matters. How we take accountability is how we follow the Wiccan Rede. Taking that accountability, acknowledging we made a mistake, and trying to make it better. Thank you for walking this path with me. If you're new to Wicca, take your time. Let your spirituality unfold gently, and be kind to yourself. You will make mistakes. It's inevitable. You are human. Don't rush into spellcraft. Ground yourself in your beliefs and your ethics and your own version of accountability first. And remember, you don't need a full moon to live your magic. You are already sacred, just as you are. Blessed be.